What's going on, everybody? This is the Yappin podcast, episode number
32.
And this is our fucking sixth take because it's one of those one things after another. The mic's muted. Leo is doing a trampoline park on our cords. Now I think Leo wants to go on the trip with us because every time I'm like, "Where's Leo? Come in here." He's nested himself into a ball in the suitcase in the perfect spot where he can definitely fit. We should honestly take him.
Honestly, he would fit.
You think the
like,
TSA would figure it out?
Oh, yeah, they would. Actually, I don't know.
It's a pet cat, you know.
I mean, they'll probably see something moving in there.
In the computer, they
see.
Yeah,
so they'll probably be like, "What the
computer,
fuck?"
they see bones and a heart and stuff.
Oh my god.
They're like, "Are you human? Are you animal trafficking or?"
For real.
We need you to like throw them away or something, you know.
You know those people like when their dog dies, like they stuff them. Like that's what we're gonna say it is. What is it called?
People do that?
Oh, you didn't know that?
Stuff them?
Yeah.
With what?
I don't know.
Like a stuffed animal?
It's called what is it called? It has its name. It's kind of like creepy, but
so
like people do that.
I don't want to see Lucas
You've
like
never
a stuffed
seen, like,
animal like fucking in the room. You
You've
know?
never seen,
no,
like,
I don't want to do that.
You've never seen like people who like are hunters and like they catch a beaver,
but not a cat or a dog,
or like a deer, and they'll like hang it up. That's what they do. They have to go through a certain process. So
I think
it doesn't
that's kind of weird.
Stink
like
or
a trophy case.
Pretty much.
But why? Like people do it for their dog.
Oh yeah.
Like they put them on the wall.
Oh, taxidermy. That's what it's called.
So they put their dog like their face on the wall like as a trophy.
I guess like I don't know.
Really, people do that?
I don't think it's like a trophy. I think it's more like just kind of creepy. Can't let go. Like I would just have a picture. People would actually take their dog that actually died and stuff it. And then
those
like,
are psychopaths.
They'll
Andrea.
just like display.
We're not
it.
psychopaths.
Like this is my little cat Leo. Say hi, Leo, and then like the cat's just like, but it's like not alive, you know. It's just
That's
dead.
crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, I think the mic got moved.
Anyways.
There we go. Anyways, what?
Anyways, back to the trip. Back to the travel.
So, I can't remember like what take we're on. Like, did you already ask me about the trip, or was that last? That was at the last take.
No, it was because we were talking about how Leo keeps going in the fucking suitcase. Are you excited for the trip?
Well, yeah.
What you been up to lately? What's been on your mind? Speak to the world.
With the trip or what? You need to be more specific.
Just everything.
With your question,
just your life. What's going on with you? If I was just a random person, I came up with you.
Yeah, but
up to you, you know.
It's a convo between us. Like, don't interview me like I'm.
No, I'm not interviewing you. I'm asking you what's been up with you. God damn it.
Well, let's think.
Are you fucking deaf?
Let me think here. How have I been doing?
He's really thinking about this. I don't think he's been doing good.
I've been doing all right. I've been really hitting the gym hard. I guess the reason I'm like, I just don't feel like I don't feel like that's entertaining. People want to know what I'm doing in life. Like I don't have any crazy stories to tell. Like I'm doing good.
Okay.
How are you doing?
I'm good. You know, just keep it up with like the NFL like moves going on right now. I'm really like into that just because like everything else has been lame as hell. Basketball's been lame as hell. I'm not a big fan of spring training. Baseball, I don't really care for it.
Who is?
Yeah, I don't think nobody is. It's like G League, Summer League type shit. Like nobody really cares. Yeah, basketball's lame as hell. What else? What else did we watch? Football. Well,
let's get to the football stuff
right
because you have been all over it. Every morning, every day, I'm getting an alert from. You're like Adam Schefter for me. You're like, send me screenshot. Have you found this out? Did you know this happened?
Oh my god, he
resigned.
Andrea Schefter.
Oh my god, this guy got traded. Like it's like damn. Like I don't even hear about this shit.
Literally.
And you're like in the fucking depths of the grass. I don't know.
I know people.
What's been popping off, Adam Schefter? What's happening in the free agency? What's happening?
Lot.
Let me talk, goddamn.
A lot. What? I'm just saying a lot. Like, why do you get?
Go.
No, seriously, why do you get so upset, bro? Every single time we do a podcast, you get butthurt. Stop getting butthurt. Seriously.
Answer my question.
God damn, bro. He ruins the whole vibe. I mean, just a lot has been going on. Like, a lot. a lot of moves, a lot of trades. I mean,
What
free
what
agency
kind of
starts
stuff?
tomorrow.
Like what trades? What free agency?
I
What
mean, there's a lot. I don't know where to start. I mean, we can
what's the
start with.
biggest news?
I mean, right now, Myles Garrett signed a big contract with the Browns to stay for the next, I think, 4 years, guaranteed 123 mil. Which is insane because he had come out with the statement saying that he was requested a trade because he wanted to go to a contending team for a Super Bowl win, and so that was kind of interesting. And then his GM came out saying like he was not gonna be moving anywhere. So it's like they were kind of like going against each other. So people were just kind of like, well, he's saying one thing, he's saying another. And then today it just broke out that he's re-signing with the Browns. So he's staying in Cleveland. He's getting his money, but I'm doubting he's getting a Super Bowl win anytime soon. So
I mean, this does kind of happen a lot where I think it's a way for a player to leverage their own team. Like if you're Myles Garrett and you're due for a huge contract, it's like with our companies. If we go to our company, our boss, and say we want out, we want to go to a different company to make more money. If they value us enough, they would
Or
match it
offer
or
more.
offer more than they were planning because they're like, oh, we don't want to lose this guy. He's a valuable employee to our
Worker,
company.
yeah.
But it's the same thing with the NFL, and it's like a business. Like Myles Garrett's like, I'm requesting a trade. I think that used to mean like, just because they request a trade doesn't mean they hate the team, they hate the organization. I think that was just a way for him to leverage his position and make the most money possible.
Right.
Like, I don't know. It was looking a little weird because it came out that he wanted to speak with the owner about everything, and the owner declined an offer to like sit down and talk
Yeah.
or have a phone call.
Yeah, that
Which is kind of weird. But you're right though. Like, if deep down he wants to be on a contender, like, I don't see that happening. Unless. But at the same time, you never know. No one thought the Washington was going to be a contender this year, right? All you need is a quarterback. All you need is a organization changing quarterback.
Yeah.
But I don't see that happening. What do they have, the 5th pick this year, the 6th pick? So
I think
I think he clearly values money over.
Yeah, they're the third pick.
It's hard to tell a guy to not value money over winning when you could take care of your 3, 4, 5, 6 generations of family that down the line they're set for life. You know what I mean? $100 million guarantee. That's life-changing money for generations of families.
Plus, if they do incentives and, if they reach a certain amount of sacks, they get a payout. If they, get, what is it called? Sponsorships with, like, Nike, brand deals, all that. So, they be making a lot of money, you feel me? So, I totally understand that. If I was in his position, I would totally do it. Set my family up for success, set my family up for generations.
I did see that they're most likely going to release Deshaun Watson, which
that sucks.
What a terrible
All
trade.
That dead money.
What a terrible trade. Like, dude never was successful on the Browns. Dude was the highest paid quarterback at one point. Was injured a lot,
Yeah.
It's like the decline of him is crazy. It reminds me of the Ben Simmons drop off. Where like it's almost like something mentally happens to you and you're never the same player.
Yeah.
Which is what happened with Ben Simmons. Deshaun Watson had to deal with the accusations of him sexually abusing or whatever his masseuse. And did you hear about that?
Yeah,
a bunch of massage. What are they called? Massage ladies.
You said
came out. Masseuse. That's what they're called, masseuse. So.
Yeah, you told me about this like 5 times already.
So where do they go? Where do they go now? Like with the quarterback spot, they don't really have a quarterback. Are they gonna keep Jameis Winston?
No, they're probably gonna draft a quarterback if they have I think they're the 3rd pick. It's Tennessee.
Patriots or Giants?
No, I thought it was the Giants, and then Or it might be the Raiders and then the Browns.
Yeah.
Something like that. They're like top 5 picks. So they could go for a quarterback. They could go for Shador. They could go for some of the other guys that are Cam Ward that are up there. I mean, they might trade up to the number 1 pick with Titans, to try to secure their quarterback that they want. They have potential. It's not like their team is completely awful. Like, if they get a good quarterback, they have a great coach who won Coach of the Year. Not like a couple years ago, Stefanski. They had a great defense with Myles Garrett, which they still pretty much do have a decent defense. Like, with Myles Garrett, that defense is good. You know what I mean? Like,
I think they're a quarterback away.
But the defense isn't gonna play like good, and the rest of the team is not gonna look good when you don't have a good quarterback. So it starts with the quarterback, and then it starts with your coach, and those two are the biggest things. You can have a shitty O-line, you can have shitty defense, you can have a shitty receiver, but if you're a fucking good ass quarterback, you will make everyone around you better. So I think they will definitely make a lot of moves there. I don't know how much cap space they have, but I'm assuming not a lot, with Deshaun Watson's contract eating up a lot of it, probably.
Oh yeah, I think they're a quarterback away from being a legit team. Like, I'd say like the Patriots are far away. Like, they have their quarterback in May, but they need a lot of help around them. And then Giants, I think, are similar. But the Browns, I don't know. They probably plan on making a lot more moves, but their defense has been one of the best defenses.
Yeah.
I don't know about last year, but
last year was kind of a bad year for them.
The last few years, they had a lockdown corner, good safety, and then bringing back Garrett. But yeah, they're just a quarterback. They're just a quarterback away.
People forget about Nick Chubb. He had a bad injury, but it's only normal that you're not gonna be, as good as you were after a fucking injury. Like, especially his injury, it was pretty bad. So, I mean, who knows? Maybe this year he'll recover. He has a lot more time to get right. Maybe he will get right. Maybe they'll draft a running back in the second round, and they'll be able to, have a franchise quarterback and a running back behind Nick Chubb to help him out, carry that part of that load.
And we had Max Crosby sign what was the highest paying contract in a non-QB in NFL history. It's kind of a similar situation though, right? Like,
yeah,
he said he wanted to compete for a championship and be in the playoffs. And then, I mean, they're making moves like new coach, new quarterback. They upgraded both those. Like, they upgraded that coach, I think, and they upgraded that quarterback.
Pete
in
Carroll
my opinion,
is an established coach.
Who's
a Super Bowl winning coach.
I think they need to. Like, they're going in the right direction, but it's going to take time. And I don't think next year is going to be their year. Geno Smith is a respectable quarterback, a veteran quarterback, but there's not enough pieces yet.
Yeah.
Like, they got Brock Bowers. Like, they have, like, the start of something.
Yeah, they have the start.
But
it's going to take some time, though.
But it's going to take some time.
Yeah, it takes a few years.
And then, so that was a big move. I didn't think that he was going to go anywhere, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Me either. I don't see him going anywhere. I saw maybe Myles Garrett going other places, but I couldn't see Crosby ever leaving them.
So what else happened?
Well, Geno Smith got traded.
We talked about that.
We did. I never mentioned
just
Geno.
Now.
Huh?
Just now, I said Geno Smith got that was an upgrade at quarterback.
Okay. Yeah. Like, can I not talk about it?
Oh, sorry. I'm like really like rusty and fucking up right now on this podcast.
Like, he's just rude. Seriously. Anyways, he says he doesn't want to talk about that. Why don't you talk about something you want to talk about?
No, let's talk about Geno Smith.
No.
Let's talk about Geno Smith.
Say something then.
What do you want to talk about Geno Smith?
Since you have something better to talk about.
I just asked you.
Exactly. You don't even know what the fuck you want to talk about, bro.
You literally know more about the NFL free agency so far than me.
Exactly. So sit down and be quiet and listen. Like, I don't get it, bro. Anyway, sis. I'm talking to him. I'm not talking to you.
He's not your sis.
He's my sis.
He's not your sis.
This motherfucker better shut the fuck up.
I think. with this podcast is making me realize that you have anger issues.
No, I just have.
I never get angry like you do in the podcast.
Okay, it just pisses me off how he acts like this, bro. Like, he acts like a smartass, but, like, when we're talking in person, like, in the kitchen and stuff, like, he never acts like this. Like, he's never like, let me talk. Like, he's never like this, like, so sassy. And then, like, as soon as we sit down here, like, he's just, like, full on, like, rare. Like, calm down. Like, it's not an interview. Like, just talk. Like, why do you get so uptight?
So,
like, it has to be a certain way. Like,
I actually can't, like, okay, so Von Miller gets released.
Von Miller got released. There was, like, some other, like, small signings.
Like
Aaron, what's his name? Aaron Jones, the running back. He got re-signed to the Vikings, 2-year deal.
But a lot of, like,
Vikings haven't signed a quarterback yet.
a lot of re-signings, like, obvious re-signings. That, like,
yeah, because free agency starts tomorrow. So when free agency opens tomorrow, that's when you'll see everybody who has been a free agent or been released. You'll start seeing all those moves, like, you know, Von Miller gets signed to this team. Like, you feel me? So that starts tomorrow. So tomorrow
like,
there will be a lot of moves.
I think the biggest, like, some of the biggest, like, ooh, that's going to change a lot of things is T. Higgins.
Well, he got franchise tagged. So
that
he's
doesn't
not
mean
going
that doesn't mean that he can't be traded.
Oh, really?
I actually don't really know the whole, like,
I don't think he'll be
franchise tag
traded.
stuff, but I don't think he will either. I think
no, he's staying there.
I think that he'll probably stay there. They're, like, the Bengals to me are one of the most interesting teams in the league because I feel like every year they have a chance to win it all. Hold on. Oh, shit. Something happened.
No, go ahead. Keep talking. I'm going to look something up. Why are you... I told you to keep talking.
I don't know. I don't even know what I was going to say. You just completely ruined my track I was going on. And I totally forgot. What are you looking up?
I guess the Jags released Evan Ingram as well. Chargers released Joey Bosa. Eagles re-signed Zach Bond.
Can I finish my thought on the Cincinnati stuff?
Yeah, go ahead. It was.
You know what we're gonna title this podcast?
What?
Getting into an argument live on not live. We're not even arguing. So I think the Bengals are the most interesting team because I think they have the chance to win it all every year. They just somehow can't put it together, especially on defense, and they always come out really slow at the beginning of the year.
Do you think it's the coach?
Yeah.
Zach Taylor? Yeah.
So
he gives me, like, weird vibes.
Since I'm a Chiefs fan, let's just get to the...
Wait. I'm not done. What is he doing? This is my... No.
This is your episode. I should not even be here right now.
So I'm going to start from the beginning, okay?
We don't need to talk about every single
Jaden,
one, dude.
Stop, bruh. I'm talking about it. They're interesting. Obviously, Eagles extended Saquon again for a couple years. Then after that, the biggest one was the Bears traded for Joe Thuney, which was a big move for the Bears and very surprising move from the Chiefs because that's, like, their best guard right now. So how do you feel about that?
You say it's surprising by the Chiefs?
Yeah, just because, like, that's your guys' best guard. And you guys lost the Super Bowl because of your offensive line.
Yeah, it was a little surprising,
what I mean?
But I think the Chiefs wouldn't make that move unless they had another, like, they wouldn't make that move unless they had another, like, plan. Like, they don't, maybe they're going to draft, like, 3 offensive linemen back to back to back, but he's 32 years old. Yes, he's one of the best guards, but I think we're looking to get a little younger at that position. So
that's good.
I don't know. I really don't know who's available. I don't know what they're going to do. It's going to be interesting. I think Ronnie Stanley was a guy that we were looking at, I think, but he just re-signed with the Ravens, so that's not going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
For the Bears, it's great, though. They're really, like, building a good, like, they actually have a lot of talent around Caleb, and, like, their offensive line was, like, their worst part of their team last year. Yeah. Like, he got sacked a lot.
And they got their coach.
They're looking good, though.
Yeah,
Bears, if they can get it all... They did get their coach. Their old coach was so bad.
Yeah.
I've always thought he was, like, terrible. He would just make some stupid decisions.
They got their new coach. They're getting their O-line better. hopefully Caleb learned a lot too. He can kind of get a little better.
I think they're gonna improve a lot, but I don't
Yeah.
think they're gonna improve to the point where like they're gonna be in the playoffs making like.
Yeah.
I can see them going like 8 and 9 next year, like
Yeah.
barely missing the playoffs.
Yeah, I can see that.
I just
too.
think that Caleb needs to. I think he got humbled last year,
Yeah.
coming in as a first round pick, a little bit cocky. This guy got picked behind him named Jaden Daniels that like stole the show from him, and I think it really like probably humbled him, and hopefully.
Oh yeah, makes them want to work
Yeah.
harder. Next up was the Seahawks released Tyler Lockett, which
He's been on their team forever.
yeah,
He's old.
which that's a good pickup. Like as a second or third receiver for a team, like he's not a bad receiver, but he's definitely gonna be added to a roster. Jaguars released Christian Kirk.
Wait, I could see us adding. I can
Tyler
really
Lockett.
see us adding him. A veteran guy you can trust. He doesn't get injured.
Yeah.
He just
And
we
catches
need
the
more
ball,
guys
yeah.
like that.
Yeah, Christian Kirk got released by the Jags. Another good guy. I mean, I wouldn't say he's like a number one, but he's definitely like a 2 or a 3. That wouldn't be
The
too
Jags
bad,
are in
you know.
rebuild mode right now. It seems like.
Oh, yeah,
which
they
is
are.
crazy because they went to the second round of the playoffs like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and they have a good quarterback.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess so. And Eagles re-signed Zach Bond.
Obvious.
3 years, 51 mil. Pretty good. Chargers released Joey Bosa. Thank the Lord. That like freed up so much cap space for the Chargers. Now we're about 90 mil in free cap space, and then we also released Gus Edwards, which put us about 100 mil in cap space. So I'm really excited to see what kind of moves we make between free agency and the draft. Update. I guess the Jaguars ended up trading wide receiver Christian Kirk to the Texans. So Christian Kirk will be going to the Texans.
He will be going to the Texans?
Yeah, which makes sense since they won't have Tank Dell. He'll probably be replacing Tank Dell.
Yeah.
So that's a good move for them. Jaguars released Evan Ingram.
Rebuild mode.
Pretty good tight end, honestly, not bad.
And they're probably going to get rid of ETN.
Probably.
Maybe next year or maybe this year,
ETN's
you know.
Not doing too well. Commanders re-signed Bobby Wagner, and Commanders released Jonathan Allen. That's lame. We talked about Geno. Bills extended Greg Rousseau, and the Bengals re-signed Mike Gesicki. Chiefs re-signed Hollywood Brown to a 1 year. Ravens extended Ronnie Stanley. Commanders re-signed Zach Ertz. Bills released Von Miller. Chiefs re-signed Nick Bolton, which I had told you about. That's a good re-sign for you guys. Really good linebacker there. Lions, no. That was pretty much it. Vikings re-signed Aaron Jones, and Seahawks extending Ernest Jones. That's pretty much it for now. Tomorrow will be more interesting. We'll see all those free agents like Devontae. What's going to happen with that guy? He's a great receiver. Where's he going to go?
Aaron
Rodgers. What's going to happen with that? Sam Darnold. Yeah, just a bunch of free agents, a lot of cornerbacks. I know the Eagles also released Darius Slay.
Yep.
So that'll be interesting. Where's Big Play Slay going to go?
Yeah. Fuck, man. I mean,
Come to the Chargers.
NFL is really a year-round sport, you know?
Yeah.
And
it's like so interesting.
Yeah, it is, huh?
Because I did not picture, like, the Raiders trading for Geno. Out of everyone, I would have not pictured that.
You didn't see that?
I would have pictured
it makes
the
a lot
Raiders.
Of sense, though.
Okay, I would have pictured the Raiders going for Sam Darnold or drafting a QB. I would have not seen them trying to
Pete
trade
Carroll
for
and
Geno.
Geno.
I know that, but still, like, I just didn't see it. I don't know. I think Geno is a good quarterback.
I didn't know he was on the. Now the Seahawks need a quarterback. There's a lot of teams that still need to make moves.
I know DK requested a trade, so I know Chargers were rumored to.
DK, we didn't talk about that.
Yeah, DK Metcalf.
That's a big one. That's a big one.
Yeah.
That's a big one. Is he going to get traded? He's the number one receiver on any team.
Oh yeah.
Like he has that ability. Like he has the ability to be like AJ Brown, like big physical.
Oh yeah,
tall,
big guy.
Throw it deep ball. Fuck man. There's a lot of teams that are probably going to go for him.
And he's still pretty fast. I mean, even though he's pretty big, he's pretty fast.
There's a lot of teams that need him. You guys need him.
We need a receiver.
You guys need a number one that is proven.
Yeah.
And that can form a good chemistry with Herbert.
Yeah.
What do you think? How do you think that Washington offense can work with Debo?
I don't know.
Because Debo is not a typical receiver.
Right.
He's kind of like a hybrid. He's kind of like a running back receiver hybrid. At least on the Niners he was. I don't know what happened last year to where his numbers just dropped off completely. But I've always thought he was underrated. And people were saying all the time that Ayuk's better than Debo. They need to pay Ayuk. It's just Debo is not a typical receiver.
Yeah.
You know?
I think they're different. I think you can appreciate a different type of, player. But I still think that he's great.
I just think that Washington offense is so creative and unique. They're going to use him in some creative ways.
Oh, yeah.
Because they don't need him to be their number one receiver. They got Scary Terry, who's going to run the routes.
They're
going to put Debo in the backfield. They're going to have him take the ball as like a running back, and he's explosive as fuck. And I think that.
Luca.
Do you think that now that the NFL everyone knows that Washington's a real deal, they're not going to have that surprise factor. Now people know that they're good. They're not gonna underrate them.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they can make it back to NFC Championship, or do you think that now that they made it, teams are gonna take them more seriously and play better against them? They got more film on them, or what? Because they're one of those teams where they're here. Jane Daniels has proven if they can just load up that defense a little more.
Mm-hmm.
They got Scary Terry and they got Debo. They might pick up. No, they got their running back. They got Brian Robinson.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like they're building a Super Bowl contending team.
Yeah. I mean, to me,
and Austin Eckler.
It's kind of given C.J. Stroud with the Texans first year, goes to the playoffs, has a great first year. Everybody's like, damn, this quarterback's good. Next big thing, up and coming. And then he kind of had that sophomore slump. But I'm not saying
that wasn't really his fault, though.
I'm not saying the same thing could happen to Jaden Daniels because it could, but I don't know if they'll make the NFC Championship again. I'm gonna
say I think the Eagles are a lock to make it back to the NFC Championship.
I think Eagles can make it back. I'm not sure how the Lions are gonna look now that. Here's the thing about the Lions. Not only did they they lost a lot of their coaching staff, their defensive coordinator, offensive coordinator. So it's all those things matter a lot. So I'm not sure how that's gonna look.
I wonder if they missed their window, right? Because it seemed like last year and the year before was that was their window. Sometimes you don't have a big window to make a Super Bowl run. And it's kind of with that Hutchinson injury, Hutchinson. That injury, it seems like
Hutchinson.
That really, really took the wind out of them.
Yeah.
They tried their hardest to recover from that, but at the time of that injury, he was an MVP conversation.
Mm-hmm.
He had the most sacks in the league. He broke his leg. He's not gonna. There's no way that someone's gonna be the same after that.
Yeah.
I wonder, do you think their window is still, the next 3 to 4 years? Because that offense is still going to be, I'm sorry to cut you off. That offense is still going to be explosive, right? It's just that defense that worries me. And then, like you said, losing two of your main coaches, that's going to be hard to get that back, right?
Yeah. Yeah. That's the one thing you don't. It's football. It's just it's one game. Shit could go sideways. Shit could go either way. So you're not ever locked in. Just because you have top to bottom a great roster doesn't mean you're locked in for a Super Bowl. You know what I mean? So you still got to fight. And sometimes having a heart can get you a long way. So there's a lot of great teams in the NFC. It'll be very interesting to see all these teams, what their moves are going to be. Resignings, and then getting some receivers, getting some quarterbacks, making all these moves. So, I could see them making it back, but I could also see them losing. So,
What do you think? What do you think though?
I think they will.
Window's over?
I don't think they will go back. Like the Washington Commanders, or who are you talking about?
No,
or
the Lions.
I think their window. I think they still got a window. I think they're still fine. Jameer Gibbs is young. They still got Montgomery. They still got Amon-Ra. He's healthy and young.
Yeah.
Like, they're still looking tough. Their defense is still amazing. And then with this draft, I mean, they're probably gonna get more players. You know what I mean? Like, they're good. You feel me? I think the only thing that really is for them is their health, making sure that they're back healthy. Everyone's healthy. Their quarterback, because he looked real bad in those games. They really exposed him.
Who?
Jared Goff. They really exposed Jared. Yeah, the Commanders really exposed Jared Goff.
He had a good game. He had a couple interceptions, but
he had like 3 interceptions. And he had like a fumble. Like, he was just not looking.
Their defense
too.
Couldn't stop Washington's offense, though, I think. But you're 100% right.
Either way, they still weren't looking good. Like, they got to fix their shit. But I still think they could make the playoffs. I still think they could make the Super Bowl. I don't think their window's up yet. Not quite yet.
No, I think 100% healthy. They're still a top three team in the NFC.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few teams, in my opinion, that like the Rams, like the Packers, that like I could see surprise. Like the Rams are another interesting team, dude. Like where
you really hype up the Rams, huh?
I hype up the Rams because I think they've been underrated. They've really been underrated for the last like 3 years. And that playoff game where they almost beat the Eagles was so
crazy.
Impressive. Like the way that Matthew Stafford almost came back and won the game with snow blizzard conditions against that Eagles defense. They are getting rid of Kupp. That's another player you got to think about in free agency.
Ooh,
not free agency. Well,
free agency.
They didn't release him. They're going to trade him though. So that's another receiver that him and DK that can change your offense. Like whoever gets them, it's going to be.
I think DK is a little better though. I think Cooper's a little older.
But I just don't. But
I still think he's.
Don't sleep on the Rams at all. They re-signed Matthew Stafford, which I thought was crazy that they were rumored that
he was gonna leave.
He was gonna leave, and they were gonna replace him with Aaron Rodgers.
Oh,
which I don't think that makes any fucking sense. That's like the Mavericks GM trading Luka away for AD. Like that's just like
that's like the franchise shooting themselves in their foot. Like why would you do that?
It's just like a dumb.
That would be the stupidest move ever.
But honestly. Yeah, so I think the Rams. Don't sleep on the Rams. Don't sleep on the Packers.
I could see the Packers also getting like a Cooper Kupp. I could see them getting Devontae. I could see them getting DK. Like I could see them getting those type of guys. Do they need a good receiver?
Do they?
They do.
Do they?
Well, yeah, they need like a good wide receiver, like a solidified.
You don't think what's his name is number one?
No.
Fuck, what's his name? I can't think of his name.
See, you can't even think of it.
I know he's the number one. Like he's good as fuck.
Dobbs?
No.
I don't know.
Damn, we don't know our football, bro. Why are we talking football? We don't even know the name of the receiver. Anyways,
I think they're gonna get a solidified one. I think they got Josh Jacobs. Jordan Love is fine. He's good. I'm not sure how their O-line is. I think their O-line is decent. They'll probably... Oh, I don't know if Jair Alexander is requesting a trade or they're releasing him or what is up with him, but I heard that he's on the market too.
He's always injured.
Oh.
I think they're probably going to trade him.
Oh, yeah, they might trade him. So, I mean, they got the draft, so I don't know what they're planning to do.
Packers are
but
like one of those teams that they always draft really good.
Yeah.
It's always interesting because... Yeah, their defense is always good.
Yeah, their defense is pretty good all the time.
They had a bunch of injuries at the receiver position in the playoffs, but...
I could definitely see, like, a reunion, getting Devontae back. You know what I mean? I could see that.
But I don't think Devontae's going back.
You don't think so?
No. I think that they left on bad terms.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I could see them getting, like, Cooper Kupp or, like... Actually, I don't see Cooper Kupp.
But don't you think that those teams that are, like, they're not the favorite, but they like have like a X factor chance. Those teams need to make moves more than anyone.
Yeah.
Like if the Rams, Packers, Texans, even you guys, like if you guys make some big moves, it could change you from being a playoff team to a Super Bowl contending team.
But here's
like
where
if you guys got DK, I think that would change
a lot. But
or Cooper Kupp, like that would change your guys' whole offense. You know, McConkey would be number 2. Wouldn't get double teamed. Would free him up more. You don't understand having 2 good receivers. That's why the Bengals offense is so good because you can't double one because then you're leaving the other guy open and they're both those guys are both number 1s.
I mean, you could double both, but
no, you can't. I mean, yeah, I guess you could.
You could, but
then you're leaving up the tight end, the running back, like But I think those type of teams are like they need to make moves the most. People are saying a lot of people think this, and I kind of agree that this is going to be a down year for us.
Really?
I guess most of our salary cap is on 6 players this next year. Like we don't have a lot of room to make moves, which. I get that. We traded away a lot of our picks in the last few years, and we're going to basically have to draft, like, perfectly in order to... Kelsey says he has a lot left in the tank, but I don't see him having, like, a bounce-back year to where he's, like, one of the best tight ends again. Like, last year he was all right, you know? He wasn't, like, mediocre of the... He was close to the top, but...
I feel like the bar for tight ends isn't that high either, like... Currently.
Someone asked me this the other day, like, who's a better all-time tight end? I had to think about it. Is it Gronk or Kelsey? It's like, that's actually a good question. I haven't really thought about it. I feel like it's pretty even, though. Like, Gronk has 4 titles. Kelsey 3. I don't know the statistics. I think Kelsey might be better on the statistics part. Gronk actually retired when he was, like, 29.
I was going to say, he retired young.
He had dealt with some bad injuries, though. They're, like, the same age.
I was going to say, aren't they the same age around?
I don't know why I just brought that up, but you're right, though. Like, Brock Bowers probably the best tight end right now.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And then you got Kittle.
Oh, yeah, Kittle.
You got,
probably
there's some decent tight ends
Kyle
out there.
Pitts, maybe.
You said Kyle Pitts is at the top tight end?
I mean, I don't know. There's not really, like, the bar is not that high.
Okay.
Mark Andrews.
After Kittle, I'd maybe put Kelsey at number 3.
Yeah, Kelsey, Mark Andrews, and who?
I know we're missing someone, dude.
McBride?
Yeah, McBride's got to be up there.
I don't know. He didn't play that good, though. I don't know.
But
then again, it's all depending on your quarterback. Anyways, but I think that's where I was just going to say, like, you have to draft perfectly. Like, you mentioned that, but it's like, that is so true. Like, but that's where it separates teams from becoming, like whether they have that X factor and you're like, dude, this team got potential, but they just need that thing to like take them to the next level. And that's the GM. That's the GM right there, because they have to make literally the perfect move to get the perfect player who fits that missing puzzle piece. You know what I mean? And not just maybe like through free agency or trading, but also like through the draft. And continuing to get good players because they're young, you know, and develop. And it's a lot. It's
being a GM, job. You're playing a hard game of chess against the best chess players in the world. And it's probably one of the hardest jobs in the whole organization, you know. Mm-hmm. I think head coach is up there as well.
Oh, my God, yes.
But I've always thought it'd be fun to, like, be a GM. And kind of, yeah, but you're 100% right. Like, it's huge for us this year. It would be this kind of sounds bad, but it'd be kind of nice to take a year off and not have to like be so stressed in the playoffs. Like just kind of like sit back
and
like,
enjoy. Yeah.
I know every year we've gone for like the last 6 or 7 years. Yeah. My dad's gonna fucking kill me for this.
Hold on, let me ask you.
But like just to like, you know, we can miss the playoffs for a year and then come back next year and like I won't have to stress about the playoffs.
Yeah.
But that probably won't happen. We'll probably make the playoffs.
Probably. I was going to ask you a fun question. Okay, so let's say you're the GM of the Chiefs, okay? And they told you, Jaden, you are allowed to make 3 moves to acquire 3 different players, but only 3. Which 3 players are you adding to the Chiefs currently right now for the next season? Only 3. Doesn't matter how much, just 3. Just give me 3 names.
Wait, I can add 3 players right now? Mm-hmm. All time?
Oh no. Like current players.
Trade,
like for the next
just
year.
free agency.
Yeah. Who are you adding?
Like I can just add anyone.
No, through free agency.
I don't even. Know, I don't even know who the free agencies are.
Trade or free agency. Like who would
But
you?
it doesn't have to make sense.
Like it has to make sense a little bit. Like don't make it.
About it.
Don't make it like super like like bad. You know what I mean? Like.
So we have to trade. It could be a trade or free agency.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of pressure you put on me right now.
So like for example, like Devontae Adams is in free agency. Like
yeah.
Like I would sign Devontae Adams.
So it has to be
like
realistic to right now.
Yeah. Just kind of like throw some names out there. Nothing crazy. No pressure.
The thing is, like, I don't know what they're gonna do with D Hop.
I
don't know what they're gonna do with D Hop. I don't know.
Just don't take it too serious.
I'm treating this like it's
like
real.
You're the GM, so you decide what happens with D Hop. You keep D Hop and choose
my
to
first
go a
thing was
route.
I think we should trade for a left tackle. But I don't think Trent Williams is gonna be available.
Yeah.
Ronnie Stanley just signed. Like all the top left tackles are signed.
Let's just say Ronnie Stanley didn't sign, so you would pick him.
Yeah.
Okay. What else? Do you have two more? There's running backs. Running back free agency is not that good this season. I think Najee Harris is like the best one, and then probably like
that's
J.K.
actually
Dobbins.
one of the positions I think we need.
J.K. Dobbins.
Like
that's
a position after offensive lineman that we really need to focus on, because I don't know. I don't really think Pacheco has been the same player after that injury, and I think we need some more depth there.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, there's really no one available. I mean,
yeah, not that. But you could trade
for Saquon,
like a realistic trade.
I don't know. You tell me. I don't know.
Okay, so if I was thinking from the Chiefs' perspective, personally, I would sign Myles Garrett.
I just signed with the Browns.
No, this is like he was a free agent though, or like he was like he requested a trade. So this is like unreal. Like this is just a matter. It's not.
I'm taking it too serious.
Yeah, you're taking it too serious. So sign Myles Garrett. I would sign
the Chargers.
Oh, I was thinking. I was giving you an example for you for the Chiefs.
Okay, keep going.
Okay, Myles Garrett. Probably for you guys, Devontae Adams. And Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers for we don't want that ayahuasca ass over here, dude. Take that ayahuasca shit back to Hawaii.
No, Devontae, Myles Garrett, and let's give you guys Big Play Slay.
This is why we're not gonna ever be GMs, because I think that we don't need Myles. I mean,
dude, I would go over the salary
obviously
cap.
Like,
oh yeah, you guys need an O-line.
Obviously anyone would want Myles Garrett, but like I don't think that's like our biggest need, you know? Yeah. I was like, where the fuck are you when are you gonna get an offensive lineman? That's what we need the most.
Okay, I'm gonna do the Chargers because I don't really know what you guys need. For the Chargers that I've seen, this is like more realistic. Trade for DK, number 1, top priority. Number 2, I would sign Zeitler, guard, and I would get Byron Murphy, cornerback. That's like realistic. I could see it, but like, also.
Yeah.
It may not happen.
I want to talk some UFC before we end.
Okay.
So there was a fight last night.
Mm-hmm.
What did you think? Oh my god, that scratch in your arm is fucking massive.
Oh yeah.
Holy
he threw the
shit.
cat at me and
I feel so bad now.
Yeah, it kind of burns.
I don't know why I threw it. I didn't know he was gonna claw you.
Bro, he's sleeping in the suitcase.
He unplugged her microphone, and I threw. You're like,
I wish we could show them.
Give him to me.
Okay.
And I threw him. I didn't throw him that far. It was literally like right there, like two inches.
He threw the cat, and the cat, when you throw him, he goes like, lets
because he's getting ready to land.
And obviously he didn't know that. Obviously the cat. It's not anyone's fault. It just accidentally happened.
Back to the fights. So big news. Pereira loses his belt to Ankalaev.
Pereira took a big L.
What were your thoughts
Of the main fight? She was lame.
We were going for Alex. So Alex loses his belt.
She was lame, bruh. I was mad.
I don't think he got robbed. Like I think he it was a 50-50, but I'm not mad that he lost. I think that Uncle Live guy was just putting so much pressure on him the entire time. Trying to wrestle, but Pereira wasn't letting it happen. Mm-hmm. Shocking though. Like this guy's had one of the craziest runs.
Apparently,
in UFC
this guy
history,
went 0 for 13 and trying to take Pereira down. So he could take him down, like, at all. And apparently this guy is, like, one of the best wrestlers in the world and all this shit. But, like, honestly, I'm big mad. I'm not going to lie.
You're a big Alex fan.
I'm a big Alex fan, and I'm big mad, bro. Like,
I don't think he was a...
Like, I think that guy, like, won one of the rounds. The other 2 rounds, like, they were, like, much closer.
Rounds.
Huh?
There was 5 rounds total.
Oh, yeah, I know. I said I think he won one of the rounds.
Out of 4?
And I think the other 2 rounds were like more tied.
What about the last 2 rounds?
I don't remember.
Yeah, you fell asleep.
I fell asleep like in the middle.
It seemed like Alex wasn't. I think he should have been a little bit more aggressive at certain times. Like he was relying on the scorecards, and when you're the champion, you don't want to rely on the scorecards, you know. But
I feel like
think they gotta definitely
like
go for the rematch.
Attacking.
I think that Alex would win the rematch, but the Uncle Live guy. You mentioned he looks like Abe Lincoln.
Oh my God, he's so creepy looking. Me and my mom were like, he looks Amish, which there's nothing wrong with being Amish, but he just looks scary. What do you gotta get
Amish people?
Like
have you seen Amish people before?
Yeah, he has like this like look in his eyes that's like, he has like those dark pupils, you know, like where it just looks like you're looking into like.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's just...
the deep depths of hell, huh?
Yeah, like pits of hell. And, like, he just, like, has, like, this creepy stare and, like, this weird, like, fucking, like, smile. Yeah. It's, like... And he has these terrible teeth, this big, scary nose.
Well, he's the champ now, so you got to respect him, Andrea. It doesn't matter how
the
fuck he looks.
Him, bro. I know Dana White was not happy about that shit. Y'all got to watch those.
He didn't look happy.
Yeah, y'all got to watch those clips. You know, on a business standpoint, you know that...
Look, go.
This guy winning was just not the move on a business standpoint. He's boring as hell. Nobody wants to see it. Nobody wants to see these wrestlers as champions, bro. Nobody will respect you.
Well, he's a good striker too. Like he's not.
Go, a ver, Luca.
He's like.
Look at him.
He's like Islam, where like he is known for his wrestling, but he can strike with you too.
Yeah,
he didn't wrestle at all. He didn't wrestle at all in the fight.
But he was trying to.
He was trying to, but it wasn't like.
He tried 13 times.
Yeah, and he failed 13 times.
Mm-hmm.
I think that alone should make Alex win. And also, we mentioned this before, but when you're the champ, or when you're fighting the champ, you gotta I feel like you should have to make it obvious that you won.
Yeah.
Like you can't barely be the champ, in my opinion.
First off, I feel like they need more judges too. Like only 3 people with the scorecard. Why can't they get 4 or 5 people? You know what I mean? To
what
just kind of
fight?
see.
What was that fight that was I think would you watch it where it was clearly? Oh no, you didn't watch one. There was one fight that was clearly the other guy won, but the judges had the other guy winning.
Oh, that's
it was
so weird.
Santos or something. Oh. It was his debut, and he clearly lost, but they had him winning. Anyways.
Yeah, that's weird.
The judges are known, especially in boxing, but judges are known to fuck shit up, and who knows if they even have a background in fighting, you know?
Yeah.
I could fucking apply and probably get the job, you know? And I don't know shit. I've never fought before.
Yeah. Apparently, a lot of people were also mad that... What's his name? This guy that fought Pereira? What's his name?
Magomed Ankalaev.
Okay, so Ankalaev, whatever the fuck his name is.
Just call him Ank.
We're going to call him Abe. So Abe, apparently... I was watching TikToks, but, they were saying, he also would use a lot of defense to try to use to his advantage, and they really need to make some kind of boundary around that, you know, a rule.
There is a rule. The ref missed it.
Ooh.
I didn't see it that much though. I seen it once. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. Did it happen a lot?
I guess so. I mean, this guy wrote a whole paragraph, and I was just reading it. Or girl, I don't know who it was, but yeah, they were saying how, you know, he went 0 for 13 in takedowns. He tried to use the fence a lot to help him. I don't know, but it was honestly, it was a very close fight. It could have easily gone Alex's way as well.
I thought Alex.
I don't like that though. I don't like when they're.
Champ.
I don't like when they're close like this. I like when they're like a little bit like more clear picture as to kind of who won. You know, it doesn't necessarily have to be a TKO or anything like a submission. Obviously, that's the best part, but. You know,
give us the rematch. That's all we're saying, and then let's do Tom Aspinall versus John Jones now.
Yeah, Tom Aspinall.
John Jones has been calling for Pieta.
Yeah.
Pieta does not need to go up to heavyweight now. He needs to stay where he's at, get the rematch, and then go from there. Tom fights John Jones, and then if John wins that, then he retires. Like he has nothing else to prove. Yeah. People are like, this is his last big test.
Why would Alex go to fight John Jones? Why would anyone say that? I think that's stupid, honestly.
Alex is the one that said it.
I think that's stupid. Why would Alex want it? Alex, you need to defend your belt before you go.
He already has defended his belt 4 times. Well, now he's lost the belt.
Yeah, so. That's why he has to defend his belt.
If he won last night,
you think
you're telling me that there's no one else he could fight. He's cleared the division.
True.
So that's why you go up, is because there's no one else to fight.
Yeah.
But yeah, John needs to fight Tom because that's the last test that John has. Like people are saying that, you know, Tom is a real threat to beat John. So we'll see, you know.
And then we had the Gaethje fight.
Yeah, Gaethje's one of my favorite fighters to watch because he's in there to go to war. He's not there to go to the scorecards, you know. Mm-hmm. He's there to go to war. That fight with Max Holloway, dude, like we were watching that. And that's one of my favorite fights I've ever watched. Yeah. Just the war that they went on, you know. So yeah, and what do you think about that fight?
I thought that fight was pretty good.
Rematch, great fight, great action.
It was a great fight, honestly.
A lot of action.
That one was another one that was like, at first it was like kind of even, low key. Like they were kind of both going at it, like back and forth. But then it was kind of clear.
Yeah.
But I think. The one that I liked, which one was the one where he there was one also where the guy submitted him like weird, like this.
Oh, was that the armbar one?
What's his name? And he retired after. What's his name?
Jalen Turner's the one that retired. He's the one that retired.
Yeah. Yeah. Apparently he retired after that fight or whatever.
I guess he changed his mind though. Like the UFC talked him out of it because he's so young.
Yeah.
Like he has a lot left in the tank. I don't know. That was a weird one. I've never wrestled before, so like seeing like a submission, sometimes I'm confused at like why did he tap? Because sometimes you can't see certain things.
Yeah.
Like remember the one before that though, where it was the arm bar? He's about to like you can see the arm being extended back.
It was about to be like pop out.
And
oof.
Like he had to tap or else he was gonna break his arm completely in half. But the Jalen Turner one that you're talking about.
That one was weird. It was just like he was. Split.
No, it was a triangle. It was a triangle, but
that's what it's called.
It's a triangle, but I think it's a lot of pressure on your neck and the head area, and because you're like squeezing their head with both of your thighs, and your legs have a lot of fucking power in them.
Yeah, so like they can't.
Like breathe. if your thick ass tree trunk legs, if you try to, you could probably. Like squeeze a watermelon and bust it open with your fucking thighs.
I can't.
Imagine a head. A watermelon's stronger than a head.
Literally, bro.
Maybe not, but
maybe I don't know. I also thought that one fight. I forgot their names, but it was a guy where he kicked him and knocked him out. Remember that one? Yeah. That one was pretty crazy.
King Green versus the other guy. Yeah, I forgot his name, but
yeah. The female fights. Bro, that was a big ass L, bro.
That was a crazy round.
That shit was lame,
King Green
bro.
got knocked out. We don't need to talk about that female fight. Don't even mention that fight.
Yeah, that shit was weird.
They literally stopped that shit early because
10 seconds early. They had enough.
I was sitting there like, wait, is there something happened? Like they messed up. Like there's still 5 seconds or 7 seconds, whatever, you know? And I've never seen that.
They just got bored of it, bro. They were just imagine
bro. Like that happened like an NBA, MLB, or NFL game where like that's it.
Yeah, Luca.
Like if an MLB game, it was like 40-0. You think they would have to go to 9 innings? No.
No, I think there's like a maybe
But maybe that's part of the rules. Like I feel like MLB is so strict on the rules. They're so with like the. I don't know. I was going with that.
They should do a mercy rule like in a tournament with my brother. Like they have a mercy rule, so it's like after a certain amount of points, and you
Yeah.
don't score a certain amount of points after a certain amount of time, it's a forfeit, automatic
Yeah.
forfeit, just because like there's just no way you'd come back. You know what I mean? Like
The thing about the MLB is like they're so like prideful with their rules. Going back 100 years, it's America's pastime, and then they go ahead and change an extra innings rule. That is a big fucking change. What?
did you know that they changed the Yankee rule?
What's
They
that?
can have beards now.
Really?
Yeah, that's a big deal.
Why is that a big deal?
Because for like generations and generations, it wasn't like that. Like they had to be shaved.
It's about time. They probably couldn't get big free agents to come over because of that.
Yeah.
I bet there's like people that are free agents that wouldn't go to the Yankees because
of that. Yeah.
Like some dudes are very like prideful about their beard, and like obviously like their wife doesn't want them to cut. Like,
well, it's not just about that. It's like, why are you telling me what to do with my facial
That's
hair
true.
and my body?
That's
you know,
true.
like I'm allowed. It's a free
it's like
country.
the Yankees
like,
aren't woke.
Yeah.
And now they're woke.
It's like you're allowed to have facial hair. Like, why is it? You know what I mean? Like, but apparently it has to be well groomed. So I'm assuming they can't have.
What did that come from? Because like, it's almost given like back in the days when like slavery was a thing and like only white people could play on the team and like they were just abusing their power over these
Probably.
players. Like we don't like you can't shave. Like you have to be under this weight. And,
Yeah.
like,
Maybe
they just
didn't,
never
like-
got rid of the rule because they're so prideful. You know.
Yeah, they were like white people, and they were like, we don't like dreads. We don't want.
Yeah,
those
I wonder if that's
braids.
something to do with.
Yeah, you have to cut everything, like be
Yeah.
clean shaven. Like, yeah, that's probably it.
It's
Something
about
like
time
that.
they got rid of that rule.
For real, like
All those Yankee players are gonna grow out a
should be
thick
allowed
ass
to-
beard now.
express yourself however you want. I've always thought that was lame rule. Like, you know, if I was a girl like in softball and they told you, yeah, you have to have your hair up to here, like, you know what I mean? Like that'd be stupid. Like
I bet
no.
players were okay with it because they're getting paid millions of dollars. It's like you're not gonna like forfeit an opportunity to like make millions of dollars because you want to grow out a beard. You know,
Right. Well, if I was a
You could
guy,
have a mustache though, right?
yeah,
Fuck, that
a
was
small one. But like if I
Hitler-
was
a
a
Hitler stash.
yeah, pretty much. If I was a guy and like I didn't have any facial hair as it was, or I didn't really mind it, then like yeah, it wouldn't really be a big deal to me. But if I was like, all I knew was like my beard, like kind of like you, like you know, you have your beard and shit. Like I feel like, or it took you like years to grow it, and then now they're telling you, yeah, you have to shave it off, and you're like, fuck. But I look
Yeah.
like you feel insecure, you know, it's like part of you.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, that was insane when I read that.
Or where are we going with that?
I don't know.
I forgot why I brought up baseball. The rules and shit. Like
Yeah.
so prideful.
Oh, they're so prideful. Like they have to stick to it, and like they try
Yeah.
to stay so old school. A lot of the times, it
America's
feels like.
pastime, baby.
Yeah, bro, it's changing. Now they're all wearing
Um,
fucking do rags and like their fucking chains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Gaethje wins. He probably there's a lot of good fights to be seen. You know, the next big fight's probably that Volkanovski Diego Lopez fight
Oh, that's right.
for the title. Ilya forfeits the belt to go up a weight class.
We're gonna be in Cancun. We're gonna be live
Oh
streaming
yeah, I wonder
it, so y'all gotta
why.
tune in.
I wonder why they made
Hold
him.
on, I'm making an announcement. We're gonna be live streaming it from all the way from Cancun. So if y'all want to join in, we will let you guys know the link.
I didn't tell you.
What?
I'm not taking you. I'm taking Luca.
I didn't tell you
I'm
not taking
serious.
you.
I'm being serious.
because
Why
I
she's
have the
laughing?
tickets on my phone. Because I booked the tickets.
She thinks I'm joking, guys. Shit.
I booked the tickets.
That's how you thought.
I booked the tickets.
We got a different resort.
That's fine.
You
You
can
can
go by
stay at your
yourself.
own resort. I also go by myself. The fuck, even
Nah.
better.
I
I don't gotta deal with you.
yeah. I think we should wrap it up. Anything else before we wrap it up? Miss Green? Miss Greeny?
Go Celtics.
Go Celtics.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because you're wearing green? So we got 29 days until the trip? 28?
No, less 28 now.
Woo!
Shut up, bro. Well, it depends.
All right,
like,
y'all.
Let me see. 1, 2, 3.
What do we got?
28.
28?
Yeah.
All right, let's wrap it up. Do the outro.
28. Wrap it up. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much,
Wrap it
guys,
up.
for tuning in. We hope you guys keep it cool, like a cucumber.
What?
Keep it cool, like an ice cream
Keep
bar.
it cool like some Kool-Aid.
We'll see you
It's that
guys
easy.
next time. Ay, Luca.
Are you going to say bye?
Goodbye.